Welcome back to the most inconsistently consistent podcast of 2023. Michael, welcome to the TRP. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, mate. So this episode we're talking about New Year, new me, your New Year's resolutions. So Mike, what's your New Year's resolution?
To be bigger than you.
Fucking hell, son! You need more than fucking 1 year for that.
Or do I need a course of gear?
No gears needed. You need to.
You sure?
Is that actually your New Year's resolution?
Is that how you acquired your physique?
No gear, mate. I've never done gear.
No.
All natural, me.
Okay. Grenade bars, is that one?
Yeah, I've actually got one. So our last podcast where I said
he's full of shit, basically.
The last podcast where I was nailing them. No, because I'm not trying to cut anymore now.
Health advice and
no, it wasn't health advice. It was I was saying they're not great for dieting, but
now he's back on them.
Yeah, all right, mate. It's Christmas.
They're going in 2024.
It's Christmas, mate. All right, so
you got a few days left?
A few days left. Anyway, did you have a nice Christmas, mate?
Yeah, it's good. You?
Yeah, it was all right. I quite,
Isn't that what everyone says?
I know, but I thought, well, it's the last podcast of the year. We want to go into the new year with a big bang.
So, what's your resolution then?
My New Year's resolution is
to not be thin. To be 3D.
No, it's got nothing to. No. No, can we just let's try and have a podcast, right, where we're just more pleasant to one another.
Let's be serious then.
Okay, more serious. Right, so have you actually got a New Year's resolution?
No, it's a load of nonsense, isn't it?
Really?
Like why are you waiting until the 1st of January to get your act together? You could do that tomorrow. You could do that in the next 5 minutes if you really want to.
To be fair, tomorrow is the 1st of January, mate. It's not though, actually. It's not. But
this guy's so dumb.
No, how am I dumb? They don't know.
You actually thought it was.
No, I didn't.
I could tell in your face.
No, I didn't. I know.
You thought you dropped the bomb.
They don't know when this was filmed. You
thought you were playing battleships. You thought you sunk me, but you didn't because you got your days wrong. You idiot.
Right. Anyway, right. So New Year.
You legit thought.
No, I didn't. I know what date it is, mate. I've got a calendar. Someone bought me a Staffy one for Christmas. Anyway. Right, so from my perspective, where it comes to New Year, New Me, the reason why I cannot get behind that element of our culture, right, it's just like the ultimate my diet starts Monday thing, isn't it? It's like, why are you waiting to change something? And like, I get it, it can be a celebration of something, like, because ideally it comes from that place of, you're saying goodbye to the previous year and welcoming a new year.
Fresh start.
But it's a fresh start. But for me, I just find it a little bit bizarre. Like you're waiting to get healthy, or you're waiting to, start to manage your stress better. I started having a look at what's the most common things that people do, and it's always something to do. It's financial based. Like I want to start making more money, or I want to lose some weight, or put some weight on, whatever it might be.
Yeah, but aren't we just socialized into this? It's
very much
all commercial, isn't it?
Yeah,
so it's engineered to make you think, okay, I need to get a gym membership, I need to buy gym clothes, I need to buy this. So they've already rinsed your wallet from Christmas.
Yeah.
And now the show goes on because they want more.
They don't even wait till Christmas to start rinsing your wallet, because as soon as Christmas is done, what comes next? The Boxing Day sales. It's just a load of commercial. For me, it's commercial nonsense.
Yeah.
And through my life, what I've observed of people and New Year's resolutions is they don't stick to them. So why do we persist to make the same mistake year in, year out?
Because it's motivation on steroids, isn't it? That's what it is. It's like the Monday effect. I'll start my gym plan on Monday or my diet plan on Monday. You think about that, plus it's the first day of the year, so it has that extra oomph to it, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's going to be helms deep in the fucking gym at January 1st. You know exactly what I'm talking about, because you watched the trilogy, didn't you? With Drakey, and then it dies off, because what you need to do is convert the motivation to discipline, and people don't have discipline, so the motivation burns out like your arms, and then February you're in the same bunk shape. It just keeps happening.
Well, I see your point,
You're still nailing grenade bars.
What's wrong with the grenade bars, mate?
It's
not like I did a podcast slating them, is it?
No.
No, listen, mate. You've got to be flexible with like your perspective. You know what I mean? You can't just if you be too rigid and you be very fixed in your mindset, then no, I'm joking. I shouldn't really be eating a grenade bar, but I need a bit of a sugar rush, mate. But anyway, I totally agree with you in regards to it. For me, it's almost like we're very conditioned into, you know, we all seem to like sort of behave the same way, which means we all sort of have the same conversations on repeat.
NPC behaviour, yeah.
Yeah. And for me, I just don't, like, when I've observed people, like I said, they seem to make the same types of resolutions on repeat. But why do you not stick to anything? But like, I was having a little look at, on average, how many people actually stick to New Year's resolutions. And for example, in 2023, I think Forbes did a study where they looked at how many people stuck to their New Year's resolutions, and it was 19%, which I was surprised by that number, to be fair. However, even that, which I thought was quite a big number of people sticking to it, are still 81% of people who were binning it off.
Yeah, but it's because like this whole like New Year, New Me bollocks. Like, what was that meme? It said something like in 2021.
Let's get it up.
I was broken. 2022, I fell hard, and then 2023, I learned from it. It was some kind of bullshit like that, wasn't it?
Of course.
And now 2024 is going to be my year. You've been saying that for decades.
I know, and it's not even like this isn't any shade on any individual. I think it's like social media has become a massive promoter of this mindset, culture, whatever you want to call it, where it's almost like you always want to look back and like, oh, this year broke me, and whatever. We all go through difficult things in life, of course. Like, this year has been a pretty shit year for me, but I'm not looking and thinking, well, this year broke me and next year's going to make me. I don't think you need to view life that way. You just have to be fluid with it. Like, the fact that when you write the date that it ends with a 4 instead of a 3 next year, I don't think that means.
But that's where people are going wrong, though, because if you're putting a date on something, then you've put like a destination, haven't you? Right, rather than focusing on the journey. So, like I said to you before, people, when they have like a date of when I'm going to start, so say you're saying the 1st of Jan, that means before the 1st of Jan, I can have one more blowout, and another blowout, and another blowout, and another blowout, right? And then you've gained a little weight or whatever, you just made it 10 times harder for yourself. When if you focused on the journey of like, okay, I just want to take each day as it comes, put in some non-negotiables, like, I don't know, cardio, or cut out a bit of sugar or whatever you're doing, and then you have a reason to stick to it, rather than, oh, by this time in the summer I'll be in shape, or by next year I want to look good for my wedding, or whatever it is. You put a destination on it, people have an excuse then to go, oh, I can have one more blowout, and I think they just repeat it like on a hamster wheel. They can't get out of that mindset, because they're not focusing on like the process of getting there. It's all about, I'll be happy when I'm a stone lighter, or I'll be happy when I get married.
That's the other big thing. Is that we were talking about this yesterday, weren't we?
It's delusional, isn't it?
It is, but it's the whole thing of I'll be happy when, and it's like you're always delaying you're always delaying your happiness or contentment. Like, if you're waiting for something to happen for you to be happy, I don't think you're ever going to be happy. Like, I got a great example of this in my life. I kept thinking all the way through university, I'm going to be so happy when I graduate. And my graduation day, the first time around anyway, was a shit day. It was shit because it brought a lot of things home to me. But like, why are we so focused like on a destination in the future? Like, just focus on today. Like, today's the 29th today? Is it, or the 30th? I don't actually know what's the date? The 30th today.
You said it was the 1st.
I know, I was joking.
You wasn't, though.
I know it wasn't, but they didn't need to know that, but now they do anyway. But anyway, right. There's no reason, like, I'm not saying your New Year's resolutions or whatever your goals are as an individual, they don't have to be fitness related. They can be anything. They could be, I want to spend more time with my grandparents. get up today and just go see your grandparents.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Why do you have to wait till, you know, a certain 24-hour period for things to magically change? That's not how that's never going to work. And like, it's like we're so conditioned this way. So like, then it becomes, you know, everyone's doing dry January, and then what is it, Blue Monday? Is it the second or third Monday in January, where it's like supposed to be like one of the most depressive days of the year? Why? Because we're told it is. Like people seem to we feel down in January because it's almost like we're told to. We're conditioned to feel down, which pisses me off because my birthday's in January, so I'd rather people felt a bit more uplifted. But do you know what I mean? And I always have shit birthday parties because I'm on dry January, mate, or they don't want to go out. It's like, mate, you know, you should have had a birthday in December. Like, no one's interested now. But anyway.
Well, they're just not interested in you. Was that a bit cold?
Keep that in, because that's probably true. No, you're right.
Moving on.
But no, the point is, it's like,
people just lack discipline. That's all it is, man.
Are you disciplined?
In some aspects, yeah, and others not.
What about
with anyone else?
What about with Red Bull?
Come on, man. We getting a sponsor deal with Red Bull or not?
No. Are you disciplined with Red Bull?
No.
Well, you came up. You showed up this morning, right, for this podcast.
Yeah.
You had two large cans of Red Bull.
They weren't large cans.
Well, they weren't the small ones.
They were.
You liar. Right, they at least medium then, because it's free.
This is about Red Bull on New Year's. Where's this going?
Well, I said to you, your New Year's resolution should be stop drinking so much Red Bull.
Yeah, I agree. I should cut down on caffeine.
Is that going to happen?
But I don't believe in New Year's resolutions because, like I said, it's the idea of, you're just going to like flick a switch and bang, you're going to stop whatever you're doing. That's negative. Is delusional. You know, like the idea of January the 1st, like I said, it gives people initial motivation. You get the busy gym, and then by the end of Jan, it's back to normal because they haven't converted the motivation into discipline, which you need for the longevity. That's what people are really struggling.
From your perspective, though, is that easy? How do you think someone could do that?
It's not easy, but that again, you got to change the mindset of the destination, because when you like I said, when you say by this date I'm going to look like this, or by this date I'll be happy, right? You have an excuse to not be happy until that date.
Yeah.
So then you have one more blowout and you do the same shit. It could be drinking Red Bull. It could be downing alcohol. It could be doing, I don't know, Coke or whatever, right? You're just going to keep going on that cycle because in your head you got, but by that day I would have got my act together. Whereas if you focus on the journey and the process, then you have to be accountable to yourself, because you know if I have one more blowout, I've just fucked up today. Now I have to wait until tomorrow now to try and do it again. And that's where the discipline comes in. But obviously it's not easy to acquire, especially if people have been living a lifestyle like that for a long time.
Yeah, I think the first thing is much like we said in the previous podcast, is you have to be accountable to yourself and just have an honest conversation with yourself. Not in public. It might be look a bit weird, but just have it. Like, look, you're laughing at me.
Something you would do, huh?
No, it isn't. I do talk to myself, but I think a lot of people do actually.
Okay.
Not in like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I go, come on, man, fucking pull yourself together, whatever. But like, if you're, whatever you want to change in your life, right? Whether it's you drink too much, or I don't know, you're not treating your partner as well as you could be, or you don't see your parents enough, or whatever. Like, don't wait until fucking the 1st of January or whatever it is. I mean, it is only 2 days away, so you haven't got a long wait. But if you like, don't. Why are you looking at me that way?
It's 2 days away.
Yeah, I am.
You're a bit confused.
No, I'm not. I'm all good, mate. Just do it now.
Yeah.
Just do it. Like, just do it today. Like, who is it who said about it? I can't think. I don't know if it was a boxer. I can't think who it was. It's going to really irritate me.
That narrows it down.
Well, there was a boxer talking about
because it could be Richard Stansfield or it could be David Hay. I mean, there's a spectrum in there.
I don't know who it was. It was someone talking about. It was a famous boxer. I can picture him, but I can't remember who it was. And he was just saying about how like he wanted to pick the phone up to his. He would love to pick the phone up to his sister, and like he didn't speak to his sister. And the next time he was able to speak to her, she died. Like
Yeah.
And it's just about like just do it today. Like even if you're listening to this podcast right now, and there's something you want to change, go do it right now. Fuck off like New Year's, new fucking whatever. Just do it now, innit?
But they might say to you,
No, not they. You might say to me, "Oh, you've got skinny arms. You've had the same size arms since 2002." Is that what you'd say?
well, moving on. So is New Year's Eve overrated?
About as overrated as your bench press.
Come on, you can do better than that. That's piss poor, man.
Yeah, I say New Year's Eve's overrated, and for me, it's the same thing as why Christmas is overrated for a lot of people, because it's like we all want to. Well, we're all sort of told that we need to like live in this John Lewis advert.
Yeah,
right?
so it's all artificial, manufactured bullshit,
and it's like you're kissing people, and you're like, oh yeah, I love
people
you.
You don't even like. Like next week when you see them in town, you won't even speak to them.
No, I'd still speak to them, mate.
It's all a bit like fake mates, isn't it?
Yeah, I just think...
And just overconsumption of alcohol goes a long way.
I think New Year's... I think it puts a lot of pressure on a lot of people. I think there's this thing where you have to celebrate, and it's like, do you know what? I want to sit home and do a crossword. Like, we'll do a crossword, bro. You don't need to go out and get hammered.
Yeah. No, I think it can be a good point of reflection, but again, you could do that daily. You could do that weekly. You know, you don't have to wait until the end of the year to reflect on, because, like, for example, if you're in a bad place, and you're gonna wait until New Year's to proper reflect on your life, you might not even make it to New Year's. Do you know what I mean? So this idea of, you know, things are going to change on the 1st of January, sometimes you need an intervention way before then.
Yeah, and listen, do you know what? Hope's really powerful, man, and I'm such a keen advocate of just the whole concept of hope, and that we all need it. But on the flip side, there's false hope, isn't there? And like sometimes I think things like New Year's gives people false hope.
It is
like
a lot of it, yeah.
Yeah, like everything's going to change in that day, or everything's going to change next year. And
when
people go into
when they're 6 pints deep in Wetherspoons, and they're telling you about, you know, how they're going to do a men's physique competition. Right?
That was me last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm glad you recognised yourself there. And then like a year passes, and you've got 2D fucking arms. I mean,
I did run a marathon though.
Mate, you need to shut up about the marathon, man. That's old news.
All right, fine.
But yeah,
I can't bring that up again. Well, to be fair,
mate, you're recycling now.
We're still in the same year.
It's never a good look.
We're still in the same year that I did it though.
Never a good look though. You're recycling now.
All right, fine. Next year I might do an ultra marathon.
Yeah. That was ADHD, was it?
No, I was just seeing what the notification was. It just said it's Barclays telling me I spent money. Thanks, Barclays. Carry on, mate.
How are you wrapping this up?
Well, I just think we're not like moral guardians telling people how to live life, but I just think
to end the 2023 season.
No, it goes, and with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. And then the music plays, and then
before this podcast, I know that you wanted to post a video like that.
I've made a draft.
Yeah, exactly. You sad girl.
And it's me and Diesel running through a field.
Is it black and white?
No. Yeah, but I love people celebrating like their successes in the year and reflecting back. But what the other side of it that I just don't like is I think it puts pressure on people. It makes people delay their happiness or delay doing something they want to do in their lives because we're so conditioned this way. And I just think fucking rip the rule book up. Just do what you want to do. Like if you want to, do you know what? If you don't want to do dry January, fuck dry January.
Like you and your judo classes.
Yeah, I've started doing a bit of judo, mate. What's wrong with that? New year, new me.
Saw one video, Tiny Temper winning a competition, and he thinks that can be him. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, he actually did. He looked good, to be fair, Tiny
He did
Temper.
look good.
All right, so what's the plans for the next year with the podcast? You excited for 2024?
Well, yeah, I think we need to be more consistent.
Yeah, you're right. New year, new podcast.
I'm not getting into this one.
Right, on that bombshell anyway, I think if you have got any interest in New Year's resolutions, let us know in the comments. If you think we're full of shit, let us know in the comments. If you agree with us, let us know in the comments. And we will see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching.